Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys. On today's video we're going to have a top 10 lockdown toys.
Growth in toy sales during the coronavirus lockdown eclipsed growth last Christmas, with dollar sales soaring by 80% when Stage 2 restrictions were introduced in March, compared to the same time the previous year. The figures from industry analyst MPD show that sales flatlined after Christmas, following an increase of 50% comparing to the previous festive season. But during the lockdown, sales were up 41% compared with the same weeks in 2019. Sales during lockdown in dollar terms were, however, still less than Christmas, which accounts for almost half of the total annual sales. Among the popular items during the lockdown period were the Star Wars Millennium Falcon Lego set, the Technic Land Rover Defender, and the Barbie Dream House. Amelia Eng, spokesperson for the MPD, said that the lockdown had been great for toy sales. She said the latest year-in-date figures show that the dollar sales remained up by 21%, while unit sales were up 6%, which equated to an increase in the average selling price of an item by 14%. The last few months have been anything but normal, and results of toy sales have been unprecedented, she said. While there were many unknowns still to come this year, we know that toys have always been an extremely resilient industry. A league table of top-selling toys showed that Lego, defined as building sets, dominated the top 10 items, and that high prices seemed to be no barrier to purchase. The top 3 items were all above $200. By type of toy, the biggest winners were games and puzzles, with sales up by more than 100%. MPD said the top-selling game was Monopoly. So here you go, here's your top 10 toys during lockdown. So in at number 10 we have Technic Bugatti Chiron Construction Kit at $505. Number 9 we have LOL Surprise Hair Vibes Assortment at $23. Number 8 Superheroes Batman 1989 Batmobile $369. Number 7 City Passenger Train $141. Number 6, Technic's The Fast and the Furious Dom's Dodge Charger at $171. Number 5, LOL Surprise Doll Assortment, $14. Number 4, Star Wars Imperial Star Destroyer, $1,029. Number 3, Barbie's Dream House at $215. Number 2, we have the Star Wars Millennium Falcon at $294. But at number 1, we have a Technic Land Rover Defender at $283. So as you can see, Lego's doing really well there, and it is said that $22 out of every $100 spent went on Lego. And Jonathan Zimbler, the president of the Australian Toy Association, said that he knew of retailers who were struggling to get some toys from manufacturers because the factories were not operating. We have seen things like slot car sets, which retail for $150, but we can't keep them on the shop floor because people are happy to spend the money on the children at the moment to keep them occupied. I don't think this is going to change. I really do not think it's going to go back to pre-COVID-19 times where parents would begrudgingly spend money on their children because life is very different now. I was on the phone to a toy shop in Noosa this week, as the owner said it's better than Christmas. I think as long as we get everything we want in terms of supplies, we'll have a good Christmas. Thank you to the Sydney Morning Herald for that article. That's obviously in Australian dollars. But I just thought it was a nice little article to remind us that the toy industry is doing well during these times. And it's not just vintage toys that are really selling well. The prices have shot through the roof. But this shows you why. And long may it continue for shops like the Leicester Vintage and Old Toy Shop, and our great friend Johan down there is doing a really good job. He's had to shut down again, unfortunately, but hopefully he'll be back up and running very soon. And all other vintage toy shops out there, if anybody knows of any vintage toy shops, I want to make a list of all the toy shops, all the antique shops that sell toys. Leave me a message in the comments below, or you can always hit me up on Twitter at Star Wars Toy Pod. All the links are in the banner on the channel homepage. So thank you for watching. Please click on the upcoming link to subscribe or check out all my other videos. I'm very close to 500 videos now, so there's plenty of content out there for you to watch. So until next time, may the toys be with you.
Fun fact, the best medicine. The beloved board game Candyland was invented by Eleanor Abbott while she was recovering from polio in a San Diego hospital. She created the game to help distract the children in the polio ward. Candyland was an instant classic and continues to sell at a rate of 1 million copies a year.